And this is the global forecast for December 2017. It's all change, folks, all change. Where do we start? Well, let's start with the full moon, because the moon's big in the sky at the moment and it's only going to get bigger in the next couple of days. The full moon is on Sunday. It's full moon around about 12 minutes to 4 in the afternoon UK time at 11 degrees of Gemini, 11.5 degrees of Gemini, very strongly square Neptune. So it seems to me that for many people this is quite a confusing time with an element of nebulousness, uncertainty and doubt as to the truth of things, as to who's saying what's really going on. There's a fair bit of fog and clouds and mist and treacle and quicksand around. However, the new moon in Sagittarius on the 18th of December is really nicely trining Uranus, so I do anticipate one or two breakthroughs around this time. The outer planets, well, Pluto's moving forward, so is Neptune now. Uranus is standing still at the end of December and moving forward, so by the start of the new year all the big three are going to be moving forward, which is, in fact, by the end of the year every planet in the sky is going to be moving forward, which is something that only happens for about 2 or 3 weeks of the year. So I do anticipate the more we get into the end of December, the more proactive things are going to become. Saturn is changing sign at 4:49 a.m. on the morning of December the 20th. Saturn moves into Capricorn, the sign of government, the sign of structure and boundary, and the sign of order, at least amongst corporate and governmental circles. And then Saturn will join Pluto in Capricorn, to be joined in 2 years' time by Jupiter. And then we're seriously talking about the grand conjunction. But I do anticipate from the end of this year onwards more and more attention towards the idea of nation states, borders, and the dissolution of some countries as next year goes on. Jupiter's in mid-Scorpio, to be joined by Mars on the 9th, 10th of December. And the more we get into the New Year period, Jupiter and Mars will come together in early January, and that's something to focus on next year on the January videos, and I will look at that in depth. But it does seem that with Mars and Jupiter together in Scorpio, that for many people there's actually quite a nice energy of regeneration and transformation around. Jupiter will trine Neptune on the 3rd of December for the first time. It's an 8-month trigger here. So this is rather a nice energy. It's nothing to write home about, but it does suggest that more and more people are going to be looking to develop their own personal faith and philosophies and their own relationship with divinity, no matter how they see the divine as being. Call it what you like. Jesus, Buddha, Allah, Muhammad, the universe, God. I call it the upstairs department. But more and more people are going to find their own truth within themselves, and thus the decline of Orthodox religion and the corresponding rise of fundamentalism is probably going to continue in the short term. And of course, this month we have a Mercury retrograde from the 3rd. From Sunday the 3rd of December at 7:28 in the morning to Saturday the 23rd of December at 1:46 in the morning, about 14 hours before the new, what am I saying? No, ignore that last comment. On the 23rd, Mercury stops going backwards. Look at the area of Sagittarius in your personal chart, and here you're going to find where there's going to be an element of confusion over the coming month. Globally, with Mercury retrograde, it's not really impacting on the other planets in the sky that much. So it's trining Uranus, big deal. So I don't see it as affecting the global pattern. It's much more of an individual retrograde this month. This month, everything's changing. Mercury's retrograde. All the planets are beginning to move forward by the end of the month. Saturn's changed sign. It's going to be an interesting year next year, and for many and for most of us it will be a better year. Have a good December, have a good solstice. If you're in England, see you at Stonehenge on the 21st, and look forward to next year. Catch you later, world. Bye.